Hi guys, we had a McDonald's the other day, so I saved the cups. We should make a rubber band powered car. I'll use the CDs and bottle caps that I've used before. The bottle caps are just held in place with sticky tape, hole through the middle. You can move them around a little bit, which is handy for adjusting it if you haven't got them quite straight. We got 3 like that. Also got one where I've glued bits of cardboard either side for the same purpose. So they're just examples. That one has still got a bit of balloon stretched around it to give us extra grip. Tyres, rubber tyres. Oh, there's a few others floating around there, so we got enough of them. The cups, I'm going to tape them together like that. I was going to glue them, but for speed I'll just tape them. And we need to cut the bottoms out because we want the rubber bands to go straight through the middle. Don't cut it all the way out or that'll weaken them, so we'll just cut a bit out the middle. You could just poke a hole through and widen it a bit, or you could use a sharp knife and cut a hole through. So whatever takes your fancy, do that on both of them so you've got a hole going through so we can drop the rubber band through. We also need to make holes through for the axles to go through. Barbecue skewers, bamboo canes. It would be a good idea if you try and get them to align so the car goes straight. One way of doing that is to draw a line all the way around. Just find something to lean on. So that should help to keep them parallel. I might put another one across to attach the rubber band so it's clear of the axle. So we might have another pair of holes. I think that's about it. I'll get on and do that. If you align the seam when you stick them together, it should help you keep the wheels parallel or level that way. I have a bradawl, which is a spike on a wooden handle, which I can use for pushing a hole through. Don't stick it into your fingers, between your fingers. So that's that side. And then we really want to try and get it in the same position on this side. I think what I'll do is I'll go and get something that's a rectangle so that I can lay it on there, put a hole there, and make sure the one at the top lines up with it. The bottom one we'll just judge by eye. But then the top one, we use that as a guide. And that should be There. You need to make these holes bigger because these need to be free running. You could just do that, but I'm going to poke a screwdriver through that's just a little bit wider than that, so we get a better hole. One trick is to run super glue over the holes after you've made them. Super glue goes hard and it will make the cardboard hard, which gives it a better friction surface, because the cardboard doesn't go all soft around the edges and dig in. So that is a little trick that I've learned over the years. Super glue makes cardboard go hard. Right, bigger. See if it's big enough. Yeah, that's nice and free running. So I'll go and see if I've got any super glue just to run it over the cardboard. Right, we'll let that dry. You see we've got a hole through the middle. I did say I was going to put another, like an axle, through there just to hook the rubber band onto. So I'll do that as well. I could do it that way. Yeah, I might do it that way. Not lining up with them, otherwise it will rub against the axle, so clear of them. Make sure you've got a bit of clearance so the wheels don't actually rub against the cups. You could cut these off. I'm going to leave them on there so I can use these axles for other things. If you do find the wheels are rubbing against the axles and slowing things down, you can cut bits of drinking straw to space them out. I think I've got some somewhere. Right, drinking straw, you only need short bits. It's just to push the wheels away from the bodywork. That reduces the friction, so they'll go further. Make sure there's still a bit of play there. Right, I'll do the same at the other end. Then we'll thread a rubber band down through the middle, or a string of rubber bands. That will be the only awkward bit, trying to get the rubber band down through the hole. You're probably best getting another barbecue skewer or something with a hook on the end, so you can poke it up through the middle. because when the rubber band comes off the back axle, it will shoot up there and end up in the front sometimes. I've joined 3 rubber bands together. So with this stick, down through there, we don't want that down too far or it will drag on the floor. Then that, drop it in there. I happen to have a bicycle spoke here that's got that hook on the end, so I can reach up in there and get the rubber band. Right, at this end, you could glue a little T-piece on there to hook the rubber band onto. What I like to do is just wrap it over the top so it goes over itself and that holds it in place. It didn't shoot all the way through. I can either reach that again with that, or in fact I think I can get my finger in there. Yeah, that'll be okay. So we'll go and have a look, see if we can run up the length of the kitchen. Going a bit right. I'll point it left. I'll go and put the camera down the other end and see if we can hit the camera. Well, that worked first time. Excellent. So there we go. 2 McDonald's paper cups, 4 CDs, 8 bottle caps or bits of cardboard, 3 bamboo skewers because we used one for the front to attach the rubber band, some rubber bands and some sticky tape. And tools, we used a spike to make a hole. And that's it. Oh, and that one's got a strip cut from a strip cut from a balloon to give it extra grip. Check the video description. There'll be a list of help files.